Hi, I'm Deborah Roth from Spirited Living, and I am so excited to be launching this new video series, Spiritual Practices for Mind, Body, and Spirit Wholeness, with the fabulous Wellness Universe. I have been involved with them for about 4 years. I started blogging for them and doing my new moon sister circles back in 2021, I think. If you are finding me here on YouTube, definitely check them out at thewellnessuniverse.com. They are a wonderful community of wellness practitioners that are great for professionals, certainly, but also if you're looking for any kind of resources or anything literally from spiritually based stuff to body work, definitely check out the Wellness Universe. So I am launching a new series, a new annual year-long series. This is I think the fourth one that I've done. And this first video, and if you go to my author page, you will see just a little write-up about this, and I'll also include some details in the YouTube description below. And this very first one that I'm introducing, this spiritual practice, is a relatively new one for me, and it's literally blown me away. It's called the Chair of Joy, and it comes from this very magical woman, Cheryl Lynn, who founded Joyly, that's joyly.com, when she really realized that she needed to be tapping into more joy in her life. Now, I have to tell you, my first response when a dear friend introduced me to it was, really? You want me to jump on the joy bandwagon with Deepak and Oprah? And, isn't that kind of the thing? And which is kind of a cynical approach for me. That is not my typical MO. So I kind of backed away, but then really looked at it and with not a whole lot of reflection, realized that joy has been a guiding force for me literally since I was a kid. And when I started coaching 25 years ago, and they ask you to come up with your core values and a life purpose statement, joy was at the center of that. I have for years, well, at least for the last 7 years since my first grandchild was born, refer to her and her sister, and now a little boy who's entered the scene, as my joy pills that I get to see every week. So that word and the essence of joy has always been there. Probably as a natural optimist, it's been there too. And I think one of the reasons that I backed away from really embracing a whole practice and being really vocal about joy is that sometimes I think I've gotten over this, but I've been put down for being too much for people, too cheerful. I actually had a guy in high school tell me that I was hard to be around because I was always so cheerful. So no more of that. I've been spreading joy left and right, and I want to do that with you. So that's a little bit of context in terms of how I've come to joy with this. Now, what I would love to do is to just take you through the Chair of Joy experience. It's considered now a global movement, and we have global ambassadors all over that are really bringing this to the world because there's such powerful neuroscience now about how practicing joy and gratitude. Everybody knows about gratitude and how important it is to have an attitude of gratitude. Joy and gratitude are very much intertwined, but joy itself has lots of neuroscience. I'll even post in the YouTube description a link that will take you to a very scholarly sounding overview of all the different studies that have been about joy. And I've got my own little things. I want to show you first what an official Chair of Joy looks like, the one that Cheryl Lynn designed. Little show and tell here. Looks like a throne, doesn't it? That's me, of course, sitting in this throne. Another version of it, which shows a little pink one for kids, and sitting sideways, which is how I picture my Chair of Joy often, as sitting cozily like that. And then I've also created, this is my granddaughter does this every time she comes over, these little hearts that I found, and I write she colored it in, and it's got sit, breathe, think, feel. And those are the 4 components of this very powerful meditation. I have my pillow that describes sit, breathe, think, feel. And now I want you to sit back so you can experience this for yourself. Profoundly simple and profoundly powerful, like so many really important spiritual practices are. So I just invite you to get comfy, to get cozy, and to settle into your seat. Sit is the first stage, the first element of the chair of joy practice. So as you sit in this space, allow just an image or an experience of a special chair in your life to bubble up. It could be where you sit every day at your computer. It could be a rocking chair that you rocked your kids or special people in long ago. It could be something currently or something from your history. But call up and imagine yourself sitting in that very special chair. That allows you, as one of my friends put it, that allows you to embody this experience. Imagine yourself viscerally sitting in that chair. And then let's breathe together. Breathe is the second step in the chair of joy exercise, the chair of joy process. And there's so much work. Again, more neuroscience on the power of breath on the body. Breath is prana, breath is life. So settle into your chair in your mind's eye and your heart space, breathing. I'll even be doing one of our spiritual practices later on in the year about breath and breathing exercises and breathing meditations. And then as you breathe and settle in, now I invite you to tune in your imagination again and remember a time, a moment in the last, it could be a long time ago, it could be in the last week, but allow this time to bubble up an experience of joy, a moment where you felt so wrapped in joy and so enveloped in joy, and really create the environment around you. Who are you with? Are you by yourself? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you sitting on? Or what are you standing? What are you feeling? And really just create as viscerally as you can, activating all your senses, that moment of joy, that experience of joy. And then feel, oh my gosh, feel all of the feelings associated with that. Think of joy as an umbrella, and within that, there's so many feelings that can be connected to joy. As I said before, gratitude could be awe, wonder, excitement, peace, so many ways that we can experience joy. And as you tune into that moment, allow yourself to feel the feelings from the tip of your toes all the way up your body, up to the crown of your head. You can even imagine it spraying out over your head like a fountain to surround you with this very visceral experience of joyful feelings. And then place your hands on your heart for just a moment. Anchor those feelings, anchor that moment in your heart so you can always access it, as you can always access any other moments of joy. And let's take another breath together, coming back to ourselves, releasing that original chair of joy that we invoked. Maybe it was where you were sitting right now. Maybe it was something outside of yourself. But let all that go, and then slowly, gently come back to the space that we're in. And allow yourself to feel fully the joy that hopefully is still radiating, still vibrating through your body. So thank you for sharing that with me. Please spread it far and wide. Sit, breathe, think, feel. You can't get more easy than that. I do it at least once a day. And if you're in a very difficult place and joy feels like too far, too much to get to, try peace, try calm. But let's start a joy wave. Let's raise the planet's PQ or JQ, their joy quotient. Thanks so much for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you back here next month for another wonderful spiritual practice. And I really want to hear some of yours too. Thanks. Deborah Roth and the Wellness Universe signing off for now.